A Springfield public safety officer is on administrative leave after investigators say he left the scene of an accident at a strip club and then wrecked his own car while intoxicated. 24-hour News 8 Steve Kelso spent the day in Calhoun County investigating this story, and Steve joins us from the live desk now. Steve?
Yeah, good evening, Sue. Right now, police won't give us that officer's name, but I did sit down this afternoon and talk with Chief Mike Olson from the Emmett Township Public Safety Department, and he told me what went on Sunday morning.
It's an embarrassing situation.
It all starts here at Hots,
which is a bar, gentleman's club.
Police say in a not-so-gentlemanly act, an off-duty Springfield public safety officer backed his Chevy Impala into a pickup truck.
It looks as though there was no effort to contact the owner of that vehicle.
Instead, the unnamed officer left, and the owner of the truck called 911 and followed the Impala until it crashed into a utility pole less than 2 miles from Hots. And that's when the pickup truck's owner noticed something else.
He may be intoxicated were the words I believe that he used to portray the individual, yes.
Now staggering away from the banged-up Impala, the officer made his way through an empty field, but the Emmett Township officers had a dog join the hunt.
Quarter to a half a mile away from the vehicle, the subject was found laying on top of some brush.
Sober?
According to the officers, he said it was very unstable. Eyes were watery, bloodshot. There was an odor of intoxicants.
And the whole situation was complicated by this fact.
The officers knew one another, absolutely. Very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Their suspect gave them no trouble.
In fact, apologetic. Sorry I put you in that position.
A blood sample was drawn and sent off for analysis. Once it's returned, the prosecutor's office will decide what charges are appropriate. The officer's employer has launched their own internal investigation and will offer no further comment. But Emmett's chief has a theory as to how this will all shake down.
My suspicion is that his days in law enforcement are probably done.
And that, of course, is going to depend on how this whole investigation turns out. Toxicology reports won't be back for the next 2 to 4 weeks. And it'll be at that point that the prosecutor decides whether charges will be filed. We'll stay up on this case until that happens. Right now, we're live at the live desk. Steve Kelso, 24-hour News 8.